We're gonna do something a little different today. I am going to be releasing my new songs because YouTube finally got Dark Storms Volume 1 onto YouTube. So we have Dark Storms on YouTube now, which we haven't had. There's been some issues that finally got sorted. In addition, I am going to do my regular stream. We are going to be streaming little things. I just really want to get this released while I am still fresh on it, and while I'm riding the wave of having published the new album. So we can check that out and go through that, and then we'll transition over to World of Tanks. This is something I used to do on my on the public site on these days, but I woke up this morning. It's 4 a.m., almost 5 a.m. So I'm actually running a little bit behind. So we'll go to we gotta download the songs. Okay, I should have that spell. It's really just a short EP. And then I'm gonna release it. It's like 2 songs. The music, we're gonna release the whole thing, Snapchat included. Sound publishing. I believe it's just 2 songs. Let's see here. What's my music? We're releasing the Features Rise is one of them, and then there's another one. This Country's Ours. That's right. The 2 songs, Features Rise and This Country's Ours. This is really yes, I'm putting I haven't heard this. It is gonna be country. What country? And patriotic, but I don't see patriotic as an option. Yeah, I saw that, I guess. I don't think I have an image for it. Let's, I have to have an image. That's what's up. And unfortunately, Bunny is not available. Well, Bunny is available, I just don't have the money to commission it, so we're going to use something different. Okay, so now I need to.
It's time we all sat down and cleared the air. The rhetoric has gotten way too
This is the one I
strong.
usually use.
Things happening with it are just wrong. Charlie Kirk and Melissa Hortman watch us
So
from
we're just doing
above.
this real quick, and then I'll get to the World of Tanks. I just
It's time to
want
put
this. I've
down
been
the
holding this back until I
guns
have
and
another
release the
issue.
dove. There was a time when Democrats and Republicans came together, and with their combined platforms helped our country for the better. So put that phone down before you hit send. Keep in mind that this is the pause, not the end. That name on your screen
Okay, we are changing it
just
to.
like yours, it's probably full of strife. Those shots they fired aren't made with a clear head. If we stop talking, then more will wind up dead. Now's the time for a quiet message of unity instead of leaning into division while angry. So real patriots rise.
See how that
Hold your
looks.
heads up to the skies. Let
Well done.
us remember where we
I
stand.
think that was
When it
great.
comes to this, our great land.
That's beautiful.
To all glory
Okay,
flying high. This country's too
so we're gonna upload that.
die. Let the Statue of Liberty hear our voices in unison clear.
Player one, choose your character. Ready, player two, choose your character. Match starting.
Hit the music, start the game. Whether you're playing by yourself or on the net for fame, keyboard and mouse or controller, it's all the same. There's nothing quite like playing video games. 6 or 60, it's still a party. When you're chilling with your friends and playing video games. Horror, action, role playing, they all feel the same. Everyone challenging to beat the game. Wanna play them all except the ones that are lame. Indie games are rising, AAA are all the same. But in mashing like a wave.
I already have it open, so I should be able to mirror it down. I'm looking for Patriots Rise. So you guys can hear what on YouTube what songs I'm putting out. I'll put this one out.
This ain't no party anthem or calling out criminals. Just a
Like the
man
song, yeah.
who loves our
These are the
land,
lyrics.
take home principles. Too long we've stood opposed to one another. Now's when we need to come together. There's been a lot of angry rhetoric. X and truth are getting pretty hectic. So real patriots rise. Hold your head
And more details.
skies. Let us remember where we stand. When it comes to this, our great land. Look to old glory flying high. This country's too great to let her die. Let the Statue of Liberty
And this country's ours.
in unison clear.
Believe it or not, this country's ours is how I wake up in the morning.
There's patriots in all the parties.
I actually have that as my.
It's time we all sat down and cleared the air. The rhetoric has
Doesn't have
gotten
anything
way
bad.
too strong. Things happening are just wrong. Charlie Kirk and Melissa
Oh, he's do other instruments.
It's time to put down the guns and release the dove. There was a time when Democrats and Republicans came together, and with their combined platforms helped our country for the better. So put that phone down before you hit send. Keep in mind that this is the pause, not the end. That name on your screen has a name and a life, just like yours.
Alright, so now our flag inverters is now going out to the stores. Usually within 2 to 3 days, you'll be able to get the tracks on whatever you prefer to listen to your music to. YouTube, Spotify, everything like that. So we're done with that. The cover art for that looks amazing, by the way. I can't wait to tell you guys once we're fully released. I'll probably go to the landing page. But Dark Storms is out now on all platforms. I've checked, I've made sure it is there. So if you like the mental health songs that play on stream, that's where all that comes from. Okay, so I sold a premium tank, my Russian tier 9 medium that I never used, which I'll buy back, but right now I need the funds to get the M40, M43, the SU8. We do have the French Arty now, and we're working on getting this to kit, but I really want to keep pushing the Russian line, and I also want to get my crew trained. I thought they'd be done, but they're not, so we're going to run that today. Try to get that done. I need to see if I have quests, new dailies. I do not, so I could push for more, but I don't want to sit there and just do the race over and over and over again. Not really worth it to me. I'm looking to make sure, but yeah, it's not really worth it to me when the possible drops are like days of premium credits and stuff like that. It's just not important enough for me to run. Not when I have a battle pass that I need to complete. I have dailies that I need to complete coming up. We don't have the dailies yet, but we will. They're coming. And stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and real quick run this. The M40, M43 Hardy. And once again, if you're on X, hi, welcome in. We are live on YouTube where you can watch the gameplay. Unfortunately, I'm having some issues with my camera, so no camera today on the YouTube side of things. Oh, it is working. There we go. So we do have the camera on YouTube side. So if you want to see the gameplay and what's going on World of Tanks, we are over there. We just pushed our Patriotic EP, which I originally slated for the beginning of this month for release. I have songs planned for and already written and ready for the entire year, all the way up till December. So we had some delays with the last album, Dark Storms Rising Volume 1, but it has been fixed. It's out on YouTube, and that's what I was waiting for before I pushed another track. I wanted to make sure that was fixed before I did another one. But yeah, on top of everything else I do, 4 streams on 4 platforms every day I'm not working. We are also doing that. So I do stream on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, X. I don't see me slowing down stream. It actually has been tremendously helpful for it sounds like it's a huge load of a lot of work, but in all honesty, it's actually like help my mental health because I'm just able to relax more. Um, for me, streaming isn't hard or work; it's relaxing, almost therapeutic. Because Black Prince is right where I don't want him to be because I can't put him. What about this? I say, well, him I can, or at least sit near him. That's on already. No, I'm betting he's right there. So we are releasing music today. We have it out. I'm really excited for this release. This has been one of the ones that we need to push out to the stores. Just because I feel like now is a good time for us to talk about, like, coming together. Like, it's fine to be angry, it's fine to be upset. But remember, we're not fighting enemies, we're fighting, you know, for lack of a better word, our family, in a way. And it's easy to get lost in that with all the rhetoric online and stuff. I wrote the Patriotic album shortly after Charlie Kirk was killed. Sorry, not just died, that dehumanizes what actually happened. And so, I may not agree with Charlie Kirk, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he was murdered in cold blood. That's kind of what the song's saying. Is basically like, we need to stop focusing on so much on, well, I don't like him. Well, that's fine, but at the end of the day, he was an American. He was killed. Tragic. Like, I don't agree with everything he said. I don't agree with most of what he said. But end of the day, did he deserve to be murdered? I don't believe so. In my opinion, no. And that's kind of what the album is saying is, like, we can't just sit here and keep hating on people because of what they say. We need to allow for our humanity and patriotism to be like, yeah, I don't agree with what he said. No, it's not okay. But at the same time, he was a human being with a wife and kids and, you know, all this other stuff. You can't just be like, Charlie Kirk's back. You know what I mean? We need to get away from that. Not healthy that we're stuck in the, why is everything destroy vehicles? Holy shit. I'm not gonna destroy 2 vehicles in Battle Royale. I barely destroyed 1 minute. Okay, that I can do. So, I mean, I want there to be discourse about, you know, okay, we don't agree with each other, we don't like each other, fine, but and go from there. Like, I don't care if you don't like me or I don't like you. If something happened to somebody, end of the day, that's still a person. They still deserve to be treated like a person, in my opinion. And what they do or say does not change it. Well, I should say what they say doesn't change that. What they do absolutely can change that. But like, would I classify some of what he said as hate speech? Yeah, that's a fair statement. Did he cherry pick opponents so he sounds smarter? Yeah, of course. But he's a content creator, of course he did. And it boils down to I don't feel that he should have died for the words he said. I do not feel that the quote unquote punishment, if you will, fits the crime. I think that there's been too much divisiveness and both sides are responsible for that. It's understandable things get heated, but we need to make sure that we remember that these are our fellow Americans at the same time. You know, and that's kind of what the tracks are saying. Basically, fine, but be reasonable about it. And that's what the Patriots Rise song is about. This country's ours is about how much we survived as a nation. Because frankly, we survived a lot. We might not be the oldest nation in the world. We're definitely not. But we have endured a lot. And that deserves some recognition as to, you know, hey, we made it through a lot of stuff. So that's kind of what the songs are about coming together and recognizing everything we've endured and survived as a nation, and just kind of my thoughts on it in song mode. But I'm trying to fix the angle of the camera. Not exactly the way I like it. There we go. But I feel like it's so easy to get caught up in the anger and the bitterness without ever going, hey, that's, you know, that's a person. That person has family. I mean, criminals. So here's the thing. It's one thing to talk about stuff like that and like saying what you feel is fine. That's protected under free speech here in America. But there's lines, right? You don't do hateful acts. And Charlie always talked. He never did hateful acts. And then somebody did a hateful act, and that's where the problem lies. Is it sticky? Yeah, it's very sticky. Because the bottom line, you're trying to take, like, I'm trying to talk about it, and it's hard because you want to be like nobody should die for what they believe in, but there's scope, right? Like, there's certain situations where, yes, let me put it this way, a person should not be executed by a private citizen for things they've said. That's what I'm trying to say. That'd be the best way to say it. Unless my views on it are, do I support the death penalty? Yes. But I do not believe private citizens need to be carrying out death penalties. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. The country's a mess right now. That's all I'm saying. And for a long time there, we were very, and we still are, very heated. And it's both sides of it. on X, I've actually talked with influencers on both sides. Of like, look, you guys are. I like your content. I like listening to your thoughts and your feelings on it. That's why I follow you. But we're taking it a little too far. I understand rage baiting and clicks and all that. Trust me, I'm a streamer and a songwriter. I know better than anybody what it's like to watch your metrics and hope for more clicks so that you get more money. But when people are dying for it, that's a problem. And I honestly believe part of why Mr. GW Panther or Lorraine, whichever one, you are firing way too many shots. Where are you? Where I draw the line is maybe we watch how far we take the rhetoric on both sides. I want to be clear about that. Number one, I am not Republican, I am not Democrat. I am actually libertarian is the closest. But even that I have issues with. So, I'm an independent. When I've been asked about my political standing, generally I don't talk about it on streams, but I'm already breaching the subject and talking about patriotism. I believe that we should all follow the Constitution. That's pretty much my bar. That's where I draw the line, is follow the Constitution. Well, we got chased down by light tank and destroyed, but we did some damage, so I'm okay with that. I feel like we take it too far sometimes. I feel like there's a lot of hate and rhetoric getting pushed out sometimes. And not sometimes, a lot of times right now. And we just need to scale back, show some empathy, understanding, and listen to what the other side says instead of just screaming for the wrong. In fact, I talk about on 3 a.m. Nobody's right. Nobody can be right. When everyone says they're wrong, it's talking about the fact that both sides are screaming the other side's wrong and corrupt and all this other crap without listening to what they say and debating it like we used to do throughout our history as a country. And it's one of those thoughts that kept me up at 3 a.m. And it still occasionally does. I mean, you think I want to be awake at 3 a.m. on my day off? No, I don't. But here you are. So, it's more inviting political discourse and starting the conversation because, in my opinion, that's the only way this stuff actually gets resolved is if we talk about it and we take action and communicate, which is really hard for people in our country to do. We get polarized, very like I'm honestly expecting some angry comments in chat because I'm sitting here going, talk to each other and stay reasonable. And I'm not even politically aligned. I don't have a political alignment. I'm independent. Like I said, I believe in the Constitution, and that's what we should follow, and that's the end of the story. So it's is it the phone's in? So yeah, that's kind of where I stand on things. Is we need to work on remembering that our fellow Americans are not our enemies. That's where I'm at. Do I ever think we'll get there? Maybe. Do I think we'll get there soon? Probably not. And I'm just being straight up honest. Probably not. I don't think we'll get there within the next week. You know what I mean? Right now, it makes way more money to scream angrily at each other than it does for people to be reasonable about it. You know, that's just the way it is. We're a nation and a society that we want clicks, we want views, we want impressions, we want people to tune into what we're saying, and we want to hear what we say validated by other people. And the problem with that is you get looped into circular logic and into groupthink, which is the real danger, is groupthink. Because, and I say that's a danger, and here's why. If I'm sitting here going, anybody who likes pineapple on pizza is a problem and needs to be removed from our society, and the only people I listen to, and the only people I talk to, and the only people whose content I watch agree with me, then all I'm hearing is confirmation bias. I take the hell was that? I take what other people are saying, and I go, okay, well, they said it, so it must be true. And then I just perpetuate it and perpetuate it and perpetuate it. Eventually we wind up in a situation where, you know, somebody being like, well, that's not, no, you know, their voice gets, we never hear their voice because we've already cut them out. And I feel like that is where we're being politically. Because there's strong things on both sides. Again, I'm not saying it's just Republicans. I'm not saying it's just Democrats. I'm not even saying it's just those two parties. But there's an overwhelming feel of emotional driving of, well, I can't be wrong because X influencer said I'm right and said I have a point. Well, that's great, but that person's also getting paid for it. So of course they loves it. You know, influencers are going to do what influencers get paid to do. If they can get paid for it, they're absolutely going to say it. Now what this guy should do while I'm stuck here, I don't know how he's pinning. Where is he shooting? What he should do is pull out there and try to shoot me. We'll have a better angle on that side than where he's at. We're just holding down this flank. Pretty much by ourselves, by the way. I'm not trying to win the flank, I'm just trying to hold it. I'm in trouble. Yep. I knew that was coming. So it's more of a, we just need to watch what we say and how we say it. We're pushing it. And understand that influencers are influence. They're charismatic. They draw us in, they make us excited or angry because that's how they make their paycheck. And we need to be mindful of, like, okay, yes, they said something, you know, out of pocket, but they did it because they want money. They did it because they want you to click, they want you to listen, they want you to tune in, they want you to tune in next time they talk. You hear more of what they have to say because that's how they get paid. Most of them do align themselves with how they believe, so like generally conservative creators will side with the conservative side because it's easy for them to just have to say what they believe. They might take it to the extreme to get more views, but at the end of the day, they're content creators. They're not, you know, to strip away the social, what's it called? There's a term for it, social something, where you feel you have a relationship with somebody, but you really don't. They're your friends, they're influencers, they're paid to influence you. That's what they're paid to do. That's why they are paid to go live and to stream and to post on X and to post on Facebook. It's all theater. They might believe what they say, but that doesn't make it any less theater. At the end of the day, it's theater. And it's how they make their money. It's how they pay the bills. So I think that we need to slowly walk in, preferably quickly, but realistically slowly walk back the aggressiveness that we've had, because it is too strong. Stuff like they should be killed or put on trial. You're taking it too far. Draw a line and be like, okay, let's walk it back a little bit. They do have freedom of speech just as you do. You know, and I'm not trying to be the old wise grandpa here, but this is stuff that is literally baked into the Constitution for a reason. You know, we have people dying for words they said. That's a problem. That's a big problem. I am not finding many matches right now. I suppose I can play the tier 5s and try to get some XP on them. take the bishop out and see if we can get a decent match. I just feel like sometimes we take things a little too seriously, and we take things a little too personally, and that's what I'm trying to encourage us to rethink, because the level it's at now, people are gonna keep dying. Unfortunate but true. If we, and the sad thing is, like, it happened on both sides. There were liberal deaths as well, as political assassinations in Minnesota. So there's definitely some room for, hey, let's stop taking things to the extreme and start talking compromise, which would also cut down on like our government shutdowns, which is getting ridiculous, by the way. We're in our second shutdown, by the way. And I don't care whose side it is, who's responsible for what, who said what, who did what. The government is shut down, and people aren't getting their paychecks. People aren't, getting their benefits. Like, there's a problem because of extremism, and that's what we come to be. Is our political views are getting taken to the extreme. Like, that's not okay. Big political content. Scaled back. Shoot in there. Don't think I can. Okay. Like, I support people's rights to do and say whatever they want within reason, but reason's kind of left the building lately. Those two. Yeah, kill the tank. It's one daily mission though. The problem is I can't really go under like dome there. My range is really short. The T1 walked on my side, so I'm not too worried about that. Yeah. We've already got one kill. They're pulling back to where I can't help. This is straight up intentional by them. They're trying to avoid me. Because I already have a kill. Frankly, we're winning. Or we were. Yeah, we are. Point one, we're winning. So we. The Wolverine person. I was like, I need that Wolverine to be a person. We should probably head back to base. There's no eyes on base. That makes me nervous. 275 damage. So we're doing okay. I'm just worried they're going through the middle to take our base. And the Wolverine lost this fight. I think this tons of bots, which is weird because they're acting like players. The grill and the stug, on the other hand, people. I hit him. Okay. We have the OE and the stug. And the grill and the stug. Deal with. I do not want to run into either one. I want to be way back. Pop them from a distance. to me.
Can't breathe, we just wanna be free. They tell us it's a peak, there's no space. But that's a lie, there's such a disgrace. Keep pushing forward, don't fall
Okay.
away. We're going forward, we'll find a way. So where do we go? What do we do? Kick his ass. This too pay us
Base.
our cash. Stop treating us like trash. Yeah. Whoa.
This should be GG's.
Woke up in an unfamiliar place. Vision swimming, ears are ringing, blood dripping down my face. Fear ripping through me, rising, the deadness is wrong. Shambling ever onward in this land I call home. An apocalypse, everything spiraling downward. Here I remain alone, gripping my club tight, facing off against the unknown, watching the fall of last light. The world has become a necropolis, overran with the living dead. In what's become my slave apocalypse, through the zombies I shred. Through the night a strange sound, there's a flash of terror as I turn that way. A zombie shambles forward across the ground. I have only moments to run or slay. I grit my teeth, tighten my grip, charging forward, fury high. Through the zombie's flesh I feel my blade rip. The zombie's end is nigh. Here I remain alone, gripping my club tight, facing off against the unknown, watching the fall of last light. The world has become a necropolis, overran with the living dead. In what's become my slave apocalypse, through the zombies I
Oh, thank God. We won. The bot pulled off the victory.
This world has changed me, tortured and battered, it made me this way. This is the only way it can be. I yearn for
That was
days
pretty
gone
intense,
by
actually.
when I'd sit on my porch, sipping coffee
Good game in the
with
bishop,
a
though.
sigh that all changed when my world was scorched.
I'm sure I would have done what the Sug did. I would have gone for our base. Higher chance of victory.
Remain alone, gripping my club tight, facing off against the unknown, watching the fall of last light. The world has become a
Yeah, I would have done what I would have done differently. He tried. He tried, but in my opinion, going after me or the OI was a mistake. If he would have pushed me, or if he would have, well, no, pushing me wouldn't have helped. I think the best thing he could have done was to, I need
Home of the brave, when they demand we bow, we say we will not.
British light tank. He thought,
It started with a British king sitting high
if he
on
would have
his throne.
pushed our base, we would have been in a lot of trouble. I'd have been shooting blind had no idea where he was. And there's a lot of the base to cover, so it would have, in my opinion, been deciding how to on foot. Going for the it might have also pulled the OI off the cap because it wasn't him me capping. He probably thought it was me, but no, I was capping. Yeah, stuff in my throat. Can't get it cleared. So yeah, GG's. We won. I don't know if I need anything else. Probably the reload would be the biggest thing that I can get to help me. Do I want to pay for it? That's the problem. Because I need to reclaim my tank that I sold last night back. I do want it back. I also want my BP2 back. Where's my medium tank? There it is. Yeah, so I sold the BP2 and the guard to try to get money, which they gave me, but at the same time, I want those vehicles back. I can money. Let's go ahead and run the destroyer game. I'm just trying to get spots on it. I don't care about anything else. So I think we'll take the work. I want you to have vision and is more important so that I have better spotting. That way I see farther. Okay. So let's go see if we can spot 60 tanks. Well, not 60 in one. Good chunk. Yeah, I got my coffee, and usually that takes care of it, but like phlegm in my throat. Not fun. 32 points of the battle pass done. Off that one match when the bishop. Like, so we'll be live here for 2 hours, and then I go stream on the green site, and then later today at 3 I'll be live on the purple site. So we do, on my days off, I stream 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 places? 4 or 5. And I don't do it, I don't want people to think, oh, Solid's trying to go for exposure or anything like that. What I'm actually trying to do is put out more content. Pushing my content, people who want it, gives me people who can get it. Spotted 3 people, dealt 656 damage, and dealt 82 damage myself. I'll take it. All that a win. I have noticed, by the way, you YouTube crowd have been showing up, and I appreciate that. We already have 6. Like, the songs just came out between yesterday and today. We have 6 reviews on my YouTube songs, which just got released, even though the other platforms have had them for a while. YouTube. So I have noticed that you guys are showing up, not just on my streams, but also listening to my songs. I appreciate it. I hope that the a lot of people listening to This Country's Ours. That's the one that just came out. I want the have that thing. I can't hear my music, so I don't know where we're at in the song. Otherwise, I'd just change it to play that song. And I want that to play next. But the one thing that's gotten the most plays is When Your World Stops. So, that means a lot to me because that song is written about the friend who is the reason I play. The reason I play Border Takes. Literally, it's the reason. That thing that get played. I'm surprised that A Little Letter to You and Me is the #1 played song on the album. Wishing for Summer got 3. "3 AM" got 1. Why is "3 AM" still like #1? But there's another song I was hoping to see get a lot of play, which was Addiction. I was kind of expecting that to be the leader of that album, but it's really not. A Little Letter to You and Me is like incredible. 820 impressions of view rate, 1.9 views. So they're listening to most of the song. Just in videos. I'm on a playlist of playlist. Okay. I was just curious, seeing where everything's at, where the song listening's coming from. So we haven't tried this. See, wait. No, nothing excluded, but I'm not quite sure why we're singing tier 6. Oh, tier 6. gonna have to come out from behind buildings, I think. Targeting T50. Fine. I dealt damage. Not much, but some. Oh, I spawned. Oh. Well, my team failed. It is frustrating to be a heavy player and playing Artie because, like, I like influencing the match, and I can't really influence the match with Artie. So if I look like I'm annoyed, that's why. Because I'm forced to watch my teams typically fail. It's like, you know, I can't help but sit there and be like, if I was in this and if I was in that, then I'd wreck you. Because I would. These things. I'm so close to getting out vision.
Under the barren trees we roam, people behind their doors hide in fright. Magic woven, spells prepared, I watch with feline eyes. My hackles from magic bed, I watch the cauldron smoke rise. A black cat familiar, unassuming and small, summoned by the goddess to watch over witches all.
So once I get to the FV207, I'll stop having to be like top of my line. So yeah, we'll stream for a couple hours on YouTube, a couple hours on X, and then switch over to the green side. Because I want to get another 2.5 hours there, so if people want to give subs, you can. I'm not asking to. But I know there's several in the community that like supporting what I do and whatever. only curious because I think I'm doing the following on it on the purple side, but viewers, there's a big ass rock and rolling. Went to aim in T1 and just whoa. Be and not be seen.
Just the other day, I was asked, what's it like to stream with Bixby? So I wrote this song. Have you ever stubbed your toe while hearing a hilarious joke and talking to your buddy Joe? Or had a tooth crack while you ate your favorite meal? Someone was massaging your back, significantly increasing the appeal. Well then, that's how it is to stream with Dixper going wild gaming.
I have no idea what the game is. That scares me.
On the screen, then you're yelling at chat, blaming them for getting you killed, but there's no blaming. They're using the deck you built. So really it's your own fault, because you picked the cards that fill the deck so you can't throw the salt. Yeah, it's a real blast when a creepy image fills your screen.
Well, we died. We tried. I mean, I got a kill, so I took out the T1.
Using the deck you build, so really it's your own fault because you picked the cards that fill the deck, so you can't throw the salt. So now you have a pretty good idea of what it means to stream with Dixper. Go on ahead, give it a whirl. That's how it is to stream. Sometimes it makes you wanna scream, then you're yelling at chat, blaming them for getting you killed, but there's no blaming. They're using the deck you built, so really it's your own fault because you picked the cards that fill the deck, so you can't throw the salt. Lots of people talk about it. I don't mind, but it makes me spit. When some
I got 43 XP on the SU8 game. That's funny. Yeah, let's run the British light tank again and hope for a better map.
Been through the shit, they work with what they got, but that's not the same, and never will be. As you sitting listening, hearing this from me, I'm not even writing this one for joy or as some slick money.
Putting out a lot of content.
3 a.m. talked about the intrusive thoughts and pain. This one is establishing that I belong in this lane. Technology is great, so are counseling rooms, but they work for some. To other their tunes, try self-medicate, but I'm clean now. 9+ months, and during that I found out how to take my pain and rage, pump it to a tune and beat, and drop it to y'all like I'm doing now. My pain is saved others, giving them life, turning it to music's how I'm winning this fight. You're not alone, truth is you never were wrong. If you're looking for someone who gets it, don't have to go far. Everyone's got answers, and that is they give. But what good is it when we know they don't live with the same struggles and questions we face? They don't mean to do it, but it's a disgrace. How can someone who's never been through it tell us how we can climb up out of this pit? They mean
There's so much clickbaits on YouTube, like 15 animals so dangerous and it says the Komodo dragon. Yeah, Zeus keep the Komodo dragon. I've seen Komodo dragons in zoos. What are you talking about? People just want clicks. That's all it is. Farm clicks. I wonder if it's like okay, so if I tell a man she's doing this and goes, it means I do along with the general psychology and understanding why people do things. I wonder if it's not a dopamine hit. Yeah. I'm sure. Smoking. Yes, I publish songs. Yes, I stream. It's more about.
Didn't make it this time.
I got 5 more spots. So I was at 30 something, and I think I got to. Trying to see what this animal is. I don't even think that's a real animal. Like, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you're on X, you'll see. What? No. I've never seen that. You have to watch the video just to see what it is, but that's what they want you to do, right? They want you to click on it and get that view. That's the name of the game. Get views, right? So, like, I have questions because I've never seen that in a before. But at the same time, I'm not trying to click on other people's content right now. I'm trying to watch content or make content. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm streaming, right? Is to watch content. See me, it's like, what is that? And mind you, I'm watching.
Real patriots rise. This ain't no party anthem or calling out criminals. Just a man who loves our land's take on principles. Too long we've stood opposed to one another. Now's when we need to come together. There's been a lot of angry
What are you talking about? Zeus constantly have this on this.
so real patriots rise.
What are you even talking about?
To the skies, let us remember where we stand when it comes to this our great
Yeah, this is pure clickbait.
old glory flying high. This country's too great to let her die. Let the statue of
Bears,
our voices in you.
jellyfish, dolphins. I thought you said this was, yeah, it's all bullshit. Those who dares to keep an elephant. What are you talking about? Bruh. Bruh.
Rhetoric has gotten way too strong. Things happening with it are just wrong.
It was running fine, and then my face cam on YouTube just froze.
Watch us from above. It's time to put down the guns and release the
Tried to get it to work, and it just does not want to work.
There was a time when
We
Democrats
just turned.
and Republicans came.
Sorry, YouTube. Something going on ever since the new Windows update, and I keep meaning to roll back my PC, but honest to goodness, with my stream schedule right now, I don't have time to roll back my PC. Maybe eventually I will, but
Those shots they fired aren't made with a clear head. If you stop talking, then more will wind up dead. Now's the time for a quiet message of unity instead of leaning into division while angry. So real patriots rise. Hold your heads up to the skies. Let us remember where we stand when it comes
This spot breeze and dead on me. My T67 is only one real person. I literally have me and the Churchill. That's it. Everybody else is either dead or bot.
Hey there, Mr. Pose. Just turned on the TV a couple days ago. I couldn't help but notice y'all well-to-do folks dressed like Gatsby while Americans are going hungry. I remember back in the day where politicians hated things another way. Even George Jr. acted like he cared about how us regular people fared. I never liked your policy, but you said America first. That's not how it feels to me. You got your little crown, but stop and look around. No kings protest everywhere. Your military parade, nobody there. This country is founded on principle. Our ancestors came over the sea, looking for a way of life that's sensible, but most of all wanting to be free. Your cabinet is full of never will be influencers and TV personality. Where's the expertise and wisdom needed to maintain our freedom? I never liked your policy, but you said America first. That's not how it feels to me. You got your little crown, but stop and look around. No kings protest everywhere. Your military parade, and nobody there. You're dancing on stages like a clown, and the wisdom of old, well, it's just not around. Food costs are higher than ever before. Think it's time someone showed you the door. 2028 can't come soon enough. You put us through hell, but us Americans are tough and made of strong stuff. Maggie's days are ending, 4 more years ain't gonna happen. The sun on your parade is setting. I never liked your policy, but you said America first. That's not how it feels to me. You got your little crown, stop and look around. No kings protest everywhere. Your military parade, nobody there. Sat quietly, not happy with the options. The Democrats dropped the ball against you in 2 elections. But pride go with before the fun. Your VP is bought and paid for, drain the swamp. Don't make me laugh. That lie is sickening to the core. JD Vance, you were a product made by those that hold our privacy to a blade. Hated Trump, now his best friend. 2020, they marked the day. Political end. Never liked your policy, but you said America first. That's not how it feels to me. You got your little crown, stop and look around. No kings protest everywhere. Your military parade,
Who killed in T67 bowlers on the 578 damage game as an arty. Irritates me slightly.
oh way.
There we go. We lost because my team sucked.
Twitch is frontin' for real, claiming by
Yeah, the 67 limbing. Yeah. Shit place. I probably lost out on enough XP to level up to FE. Oh. I want to know what these iron seals are for.
Should sue. The world of the creator is shrinking. We're gonna be gone. We're wheezing. Corporations have us suffocating. Can't breathe. We just wanna be free. They tell us it's a peak. There's no space, but that's a lie. There's such a disgrace. Keep pushing forward. Don't fall away. We're going forward. We'll find a way.
Where do I use the iron seals? Like, there's no... So I have iron seals, but I have no idea where I use them at. Because there's nothing... There's nothing that shows me where to use them at.
Where did they go when shit got bad? I thought life was great, I was free to roam. That's what you think.
Maneuvers tokens, but I'm not doing maneuvers. So ridiculous. Oh. How many bonds do I need for the dog? That's what I'm saving up for. With the bonds is I want to buy the dog 4,000. So I'm over halfway there. Yeah, asking the world of things. This is used for missions. But that doesn't make sense. It's from Welcome to Lost Haven. The last on Monday. You for completion of a certain mission. What mission? Is there a mission in the like battle pass on this game? didn't buy the
is inside you too.
the chapter because, frankly, it doesn't hold appeal for me. I don't know. I can't find it. If it's I'm not seeing it, make it a little bit clearer. What is
Everyone's a dark hero in their own fantasy, but the truth usually hits home at 3 in the
I'll use
morning.
it.
When the darkness
I gotta get
and quiet starts closing in. Nobody can be right, 'cause everyone screams they're wrong. Try to figure a way out,
tier 6.
lost in the throng.
We got about 20 minutes left of both the stream and the YouTube stream. We will be going over to the green site, which doesn't take me long, so if you're sitting here watching this, it'll probably be 2 minutes as a transition. And then we'll be on the purple site. I do my arties and my money. I do my money right in the morning. Once I'm done with the arties, we will 100% be doing only money grinding in the mornings. Maybe some arty play just to get the crews trained up and stuff, but I shouldn't need to. The crews should be fully trained by then. On the purple side is where I do like my heavies, my mediums, my lights. I know I did some lights this morning, but that's because I was trying to do a mission more than I'm trying to actually level them up. Okay, nobody went right.
Yesterday, now I'm stuck alone and I can't think of a way that I get through this again. No champion, no hero. The silence from without makes a mind ground zero. I stand still, seemingly fixated on something inside the turmoil's fever pitched intensity rising. Everyone's a dark hero in their own fantasy. I've broken everything that matters. What the fuck is wrong with me? My life is wrecked, my world's in tatters. There's no just more problems found. At this rate, I'm mental hospital bound. Nobody can be right, 'cause everyone screams they're wrong.
When the entire group goes mid or left and nobody goes right, it tends to be a loss. They'll yell at me, why didn't you do something? Because I'm in an orgy. I did do something. I told you nobody went that way and then tried to hold them back by doing a little bit of damage. I'm not sure what else you wanted from me. And yes, these are conversations I'm actually having with people in the game. Why didn't you stop the entire army by yourself? You're an arty. Okay. Okay, Boomer. Literally what I want to tell people. Okay, Boomer. Right. Yikes.
It started one day, turned on my computer, watching a friend.
Okay, let's see if I can get this up to 50.
I was making videos of games, putting them to song.
If I spot the whole team, I can get it up to 50 in one game.
MCA claims
So yeah, we'll take a quick break. I'll stretch, relax, and stretch and walk around a bit, and then I'll be live over on the green site. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I do think it's funny that like the platforms will ban you for talking about what site you're on, and yell at you for bringing traffic to other sites, but none of them have good discoverability. That's usually very telling about what they care about. They don't care about content creators. They say they do, but they don't. I don't care who it is. Twitch, TikTok, YouTube. They don't. They want. They want. That's all they care about. They can get traffic, but if they can't get traffic, then be tough. And everybody does it. I'm not talking shit on one platform. I'm talking about a industry. Again, it all comes back to money. Blah blah blah. They should absolutely be worried about me. Yeah, you already. 7 spots in one game. Seven spots in one game, and I took out there already. Bishop won, surprisingly. I didn't get much experience for that. I don't think I have enough to level up. 26. Nope. It is a grueling schedule trying to be on 4 different platforms in one day. But honestly, I don't mind it. On my days off, it doesn't bother me. I get to sit here and do what I enjoy and fulfill a promise to a friend of mine who's no longer with us. And yeah, I don't see the downside of me having this ridiculous streaming schedule. It's no different than an artist having to go to 3 different cities. You know what I mean? Like, minus the travel time. I know artists who have literally played a concert, left said concert, got on a plane, flew to another state, played another concert, and they do that like ad nauseum. So does it bother me? Not really. Does it help does it affect my mental state? Yeah, but not in a negative way. enjoy streaming, so. Like, Playful keeps me grounded and from, like, just going absolutely crazy with the streaming. And that's a good thing. Because I would absolutely stream way too much. If she did. Missed it by that much. Yeah, fixing check now, punk. Somebody else remember that song? That's still thing. I don't know if it is. I don't watch network TV anymore. I quit watching network TV. I quit watching pretty much anything that isn't Twitch or streaming services. Say I have a problem with them. I got other stuff to do. Nope. Sorry, Artie. We have 7 minutes left. Destroyer got me 5 battle points. We've almost completed chapter 5, which is nice. Or chapter 13. Or let's say 13. The special. So we're still on pretty good track. Not exactly where I want to be. I wanted to be at level 20 by now. Well, not by now, but by so I can get the I was gonna try to get the T130, which is 20 tokens, and I have 9. I don't think I can. That'll give me 11 tokens. Well, I want to be at 25. So, what vehicle was I looking at for 12 tokens? There's one that's like, man, that'd work. Because I'm trying to fill. Trying to tell me there's no token. Yes, there is. Yes. Falling out. What did they do? How did they break it? Wonderful World of Tanks has broken the Battle Pass store again. It'd be even funnier if it wasn't so damn tragic. Okay. We are at 5 minutes left. 4 minutes left. You got it. Operation with the message. What? So we want this one. 750. Plus 2200 damage in a battle or win a battle. I won't be winning a battle in the top, but you can try to cost 2200. I think I've pulled a 3000 damage game in already. The exception. You know, if my teams aren't so horrible, I might get through the bishop soon. See if we can get another quick bishop match on YouTube before we switch over. Okay, so it keeps telling me to scroll like you guys are messaging me, and if you are messaging me, I'm not seeing it, and I don't know what's going on. If you're not messaging me, well, then everything's working as intended. Yeah, if you have any questions or anything about order tanks, I'll try it before we have to end the stream. And of course, you can ask me on any platform. Doesn't matter. We are currently on X and YouTube. YouTube's not getting face cam right now because my computer's having technical difficulties, but we have the camera on the phone. Doing X, I'm sure YouTube will say something, warn me about that. You need to have all your content on our site too. Okay, well, literally impossible. If I could, I would. If I could do it, and I probably could if I put in the time to figure it all out. I'd be live on all platforms. It'd make my day a little bit easier. But I don't want to deal with restreams. It's a pain every time I do it. My processor screams at me. So. Yeah, there's a lot of people.
So now you have a pretty good idea of what it means to stream with Dixper. Go on ahead. Give it a whirl. That's how it is to stream. Sometimes it makes you wanna scream, then you're yelling at chat blaming.
I'm quite possibly gonna die.
But there's no blaming. They're using the deck you built. So really it's your own fault. Because you picked the cards that filled the deck so you can't throw the salt.
I'm probably gonna die now. Yep, my teams are idiots. Alright, we're gonna end the stream on X. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Sunday, so yes, I will do my morning streams. Yeah, bye. Alright. We're also going to end on YouTube as we switch over to Kick. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.